Visual regression testing is a type of software testing that focuses on detecting unintended visual changes in a web application's user interface. It is particularly useful for ensuring that updates or changes to the website or application do not introduce unexpected visual defects. Visual regression testing involves comparing screenshot or imaging of the application before and after a change to identify any visual differences. Capture baseline screenshot. Before making any change to the application, capture screenshot of the key pages or the components that you want to test. This screenshot serves as the baseline or reference image. Make changes. Implement the design changes or updates in your application. Here is a diagram visual regression test. First, get a screenshot. If necessary, update baseline screenshot. After make changes, capture new screenshot for the same page or components. Automated imaging comparison. Use automated tool, compare baseline screenshot and new capture screenshot. Review and analyze difference between the baseline screenshot and the new capture screenshot. Here is a summarized visual regression test. Incorporate visual regression test into your CI/CD pipeline to automatically run this test whenever there are changes to the code base. Visual regression testing tool often provide reports that highlight visual differences and allow teams to track changes over time. Visual regression testing is especially valuable in projects when the visual appearance of the application is critical, such as user interface, web applications, and response designs. It helps capture visual bugs earlier in the development process and ensure the consistent and policy user experience. Here step for the Cypress visual regression test. First, plugin installation. npm install Cypress visual regression. Second, modify the config. First, modify cypress.config.js file. Second, modify e2e.js file. Code example. Use cy.compareSnapshot. Here is a snap name. Here is allowed to the 5%. Okay, let's look at the code. From a terminal, first we put the command like the npm install Cypress visual regression plugin. This is the first step. And the second step, we modify config file. So we have the two files we modify. One is this one we call the cypress.config.js. In this file, we put this one require Cypress visual regression. And here, environment give this whole thing here, like the visual regression type is a regression. And here define the two-fold location. One is the base location. Another one is the difference location. And also define the visual regression generator define defined imaging, like when the get the baseline image compare with the capture imaging. If every time we always generate different imaging, you can later watch and see what different with this imaging. And here is another fold is actual, that is run every time is get actual screenshot. And also here we defined this one. This is for the cypress.config.js modifier. Another one is e2e.js file. Here you see here we put the constant add compare slaps command require cypress-visual-regression, this command, and also add compares Snapshot command. So you need to do this two file modify. And in my screenshot, my script, I add the new name here. You say I add the my script, add the new name is here. This is a new file. And in this new file, we look first. This one is go to the web page, web elements. So wait 4 seconds. Then use the compare snapshot. This is we call the web elements. So we compare web elements. One is from the actually capture. Another one is in the baseline screenshot. So this is a complex comment. So we can put this any of like error threshold, and also this one is 4 or 2. Then we compare results. This one is a console log. If you have something here miss pixel, and here is a percentage. This is error. This is for use this one. And this for the web elements. Another one, we go to the golf course. So you go to the golf course, we use this command, compare golf course baseline and capture screenshot. This is a complete command, and also we can use this one, simply one, use this one. So let me run the test. This is run succeed. So we can see here, snapshot. We have the actual snapshot. Here is get actual snapshot. We run the web elements, also the golf. So you can see here is a get a screenshot, and here is screenshot. And also we have the baseline screenshot. You see here is the baseline screenshot. We have the golf and also home and web elements in the baseline. And here is we generate the different image because we set up like every time is always generate this image. So we get this image in here. So you see here, yeah, is no difference, but we get this one. Oh, here is another one. Okay, here you see no difference. Okay, we continue. We write another test. We check the home. Here is the code here. You go to the home page, and this time is compare the home from the baseline and also from the get new catch up the screenshot. And here we write this one, and I want like mention here is I use a different baseline screenshot. You say here is home. Where I use this home. This is not home. Yeah, actually not home is web elements. So when the script get the actually home, compare this screenshot should fail. So let me run this test. You see here is the home page, but we define another image, compare the web elements. So let me see the results here. You see difference. You see here, yeah, because we use different like home compare the web elements, so everything is a difference. So write this difference image. You look at this image, you can see all fail. Visual regression test is important for the web testing. There are many visual regression plugins in Cypress. Today we just introduce Cypress visual regression. If you like our video, please hit like and subscribe to follow updates. Thank you. See you next time.